Hey, this is Ghost Town, and you're watching Rock Forever magazine.
Hey guys, it's Tori from Rock Forever magazine, and I am here once again hanging with Ghost Town. How are you guys?
Good.
Good? Hanging in Orlando?
Yes, very good to see you again.
I know.
As we were just saying. So.
I know, we were just talking, we're reminiscing on our last interview because it's been a while, and you guys have grown so much opening for Issues tonight. How's the tour been going so far?
Tour's been great. It's the perfect follow-up from Warped Tour for us.
Yeah.
So it's an honor to be on a tour with such amazing bands that are doing such cool things.
Yeah, and it's a bit of a coincidence that you're mentioning Warped Tour because I just got a fan question wondering if you guys were doing Warped Tour 2015. Can you say anything, or?
They're still announcing bands, so we're waiting to find out too.
So we'll see what happens.
Hint, hint. Be on the lookout. Well, we're going to start with some finished sentence questions for you guys, so these should be fun. Now, your most embarrassing moment on stage happened when?
Alex has a couple of those.
I do?
I mean, yeah, stuff breaks. I don't know.
Oh, I
Pass
mean,
it down.
yeah, whenever we have technical difficulties, I get pretty embarrassed, you know. Supposed to be kind of professional or something like that. And so when that happens, it's like, oh man, I didn't come prepared. But you can never plan for those things.
Right.
Yeah.
You know, hitting a funky note, it's always, but you got to perform like it never happened.
Of course, yeah.
Or like when I'm on stage and I'm like trying to talk in between songs, and like I get like tongue-tied.
No.
Yeah, like.
Yeah.
Like I got tongue-tied on one of the band's names on this tour, and I was just like, like I couldn't say it because they have like a long name, and like I couldn't get it out, and yeah.
The other, actually, last night, I go out and I'm sound checking stuff, checking my mic, and I went to say like, "What's up?" Whatever city you're in, and I like went to scream it, and my scream didn't catch. So I was like, "What's up?" Oh. But they're still stoked on it, so it was whatever.
Oh man, got some good ones there.
We have a lot of special moments, but we don't. It doesn't, you know, it's fun.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I guess you gotta play it off, you know, just go with the show.
Yeah.
No! And the air goes on, but you probably can't even hear that because we got a mic.
Okay.
So, and next one, your go-to dance move is?
Alex has one. Go. Do it.
What is it?
Go. No, you have to get up and do it.
Okay.
Get up and do it?
Yeah, get up and do
We gotta
it.
make this dramatic.
Yes.
Yes! Can you top that? That's the real question now. Is it even possible?
Fun fact, Kevin is actually my favorite dancer.
I don't know why. I don't know why he says this.
If that's a thing, Kevin's my favorite.
Okay.
I don't know why he says this because I am a horrible dancer.
But those are the best dancers.
I make up my dance moves on stage, and I feel like a badass. So
It's the stuff off stage that
Right.
it's the
That's
stuff off
really-
stage that isn't cool.
Okay.
The
So we're off
coolest.
stage right now, so you gotta show us the cool moves, right?
Need some like music or something.
Just yeah.
Yes!
Nah. That was so awkward.
we had no
I made that one up right now for the record. That was unpracticed.
Perfect. Perfect. And next one, the most nostalgic song in your music library is?
Ooh.
Maybe you have separate ones? I don't know.
Probably Southern Weather by the Almost. It just takes me like straight back to being in high school and like just pulling up to the parking lot. I don't know. Blasting.
Probably some Census Fail.
Yeah. Nice choices there. And now you're the most starstruck when you met?
Been the most starstruck?
Yeah. I mean, aside from me, you know. Just kidding.
When I met the guys from the Devil Wears Prada,
Oh,
that's like my all-time favorite band. I had to we played a festival with them in the UK called Slam Dunk, and I like forced myself to go up and say, "Hi, my name is Alix. Like, you guys are awesome.
Yeah.
I'm in a band now that's playing a festival with you." It's pretty awesome.
It's weird to say this because like we've been like kind of broing down with some of the, you know, the bands that we grew up listening to or like that influenced us, but probably like Craig Owens from Chiodos. Like I've always looked up to his vocal style and his lyrics and stuff and the way he does things, and then to finally meet him,
Yeah.
it's like, what the hell am I supposed to say right now?
So what did you say? What happened?
I just try to be like chill. In my head, I'm like, I just want to tell him I love his music. So
Yeah.
just very like casual.
Right.
Yeah.
And I actually had somebody outside wondering about your vocal influences. So he's one of those.
Yes,
Anyone
definitely.
else?
Definitely Aaron Glipsy from Under Oath, who also did the Almost. Patrick Stump from Fall Out Boy. So it kind of like varies from like heavier rock, screamo rock to like pop punk rock. Like, yeah.
All over the board.
Yeah.
And last one for you guys, the biggest challenge you've overcome as a band was?
Oh man. We could take. There's so many.
I think being a band is a challenge itself. So
Yeah, for sure.
yeah.
But have there been any moments or any hurdles that you've overcome that now you're just really proud of?
Yeah, revealing what we looked like when our first 4 months as a band. No one knew what we looked like for the first 4 months we were a band, and we were so like nervous about how we were gonna reveal ourselves.
Right.
So that was a hard one, because it's like, what if we're like, here we are, and everyone's like, we don't like you guys anymore. Like, oh shit.
Oh man.
So
But why did you guys decide to be anonymous and then reveal yourselves? Was there any just
yeah,
happened that
it
way?
literally it was a natural thing. And we started putting out music and artwork before anything, because that was the most important thing to us. Promo shots were not.
Mm-hmm.
And before we could even think about getting a promo shot of our faces or of us, our music just kind of started to take off a little bit online. So kids were just like, yo, like, who are you guys? And we're like, hey, this is really fun. Let's roll with this for a little bit.
Right.
So
Interesting.
Plus,
you really don't see bands doing that ever, I feel like. So that's
No.
unique, for sure.
no, so
It's kind of cool to make it about the music. That's what it kind of turned into.
yeah,
Mm-hmm.
yeah.
The art.
It was totally a life lesson for us that it should always be about the music and the art.
Yeah.
It was definitely like the universe telling us, like, you need to remember this, you need to know this before you go any further. And so we're really grateful that it happened.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And now, speaking of the music, because it is all about the music, your latest album, The After Party, is out now.
Yes.
And I was reading another interview with you guys where you said that this was your darkest material to date, which is an interesting statement. So how so? What makes it darker than your last album?
The emotion is very thick. It's a very like real thing. Alex likes to describe things in colors, which I think is really cool. So what color would you say The After Party is?
I mean, you see like the green in the text, so that kind of like catches your eye. But there's a lot of like purples and like dark colors. You know,
Yeah.
if it's a dark song, there's gonna be dark colors. If it's vibrant, there's gonna be like electric blues and greens and stuff like that.
Interesting.
Yeah, I always thought that was interesting. The way, like, every time he starts describing things in colors, I'm like, what are you doing? And then I finally, like, I get it. It's just like a completely different way to look at things. But no, it's definitely it's very emotionally thick and just
Raw and real.
it's really raw. Yeah, we wanted to focus on writing some timeless songs and show people that, you know, our music goes beyond the electronics. So
Yeah, and what about the creative process? How was it different for you guys this time around?
Well, this time around we were on the road writing for that record, and I feel like it might be that way for a while, writing on the road. But so being in different environments, writing the songs, and then coming back to LA and then laying them down kind of gives you a different perspective. But as far as like our creative process goes, it usually starts with Kevin and I, a guitar riff and a vocal line, and then I'll expand on there and we'll build a skeleton of a song, hand it off to Evan and Manny to do their thing, and then it's like a little like assembly line type thing right now. But so that was kind of the creative process.
And it's nice because Alex and I will start, we'll give it to Evan, he'll do some stuff that'll inspire us to do something else to the song, and then maybe something we do inspires Evan to do something different. So it's like we're passing back and forth. And, you know, sometimes we'll all three be in the same room and kind of just talk about where a song's going, and, you know, so it's really interesting. And, you know, and then Manny comes in and puts the cherry on top. So it's perfect.
Yeah,
So-
you got a good team.
And if Manny doesn't like it, it doesn't go.
Really?
Yeah.
He's got the final say.
Yeah, he's got the final say.
Interesting. And you're saying that this album is pretty emotionally thick, and one song that sticks out to me is I'm a Disaster.
Yeah.
Can you tell us a little more about the inspiration behind that track?
I feel like that song's about every time I've ever felt like just a piece of shit, you know? And like it's all combined into one, excuse my language, but I don't know what other way to put it right now. It's like every single one of those emotions combined into one, and I feel like that writing that song and singing that song, every time I hear it, it just helps me let go of that feeling. So it's kind of something that I hoped that we could give to other people. Like, we want other people to be able to, reflect on that, but let go of it, and know that it's okay. Yeah, it's okay to feel like that, because that's not actually who we are. So.
Yeah. Would you say that's sort of an overall message you want to accomplish through your music, or is there something you want to convey through this album?
We always want to portray a positive message,
Yeah.
So.
Even in our darkest and like most angry songs, we always try to portray a positive message.
Mm-hmm.
And that's what a lot of people who don't listen to this type of music, this type of rock music, that's what they don't understand. They're like, wow, these kids are angry. Oh man. Mm-hmm. Like, they worship the devil, like something really stereotype, and like,
yeah, exactly.
That's not what like the scene is about at all. So that's what I really like about, where we're at.
Definitely.
Positive.
And you also just released a super cool music video for You're So Creepy. It was really awesome to watch. What inspired the concept for that? Can you tell us a little more about it?
I mean, basically, like, following the story of the creepy girl and who the creepy girl is, but also, I don't know.
It was kind of a cool, creative way to incorporate all of us into the storyline of the creepy girl, kind of like come and get me, like seduce me, and that type of thing. And just one by one, we got picked off in crazy, absurd, magical ways. I got eaten by a couch.
Yeah, she hypnotized me into helping her bury them at the end, so that was cool.
No big deal.
Yeah, and that thing turned off.
That just distracted us.
Yeah. So that was cool, and then also like incorporating like the comic book intro and outro, like, because we just released a comic book with our artist.
Yeah, and if you look in the background, you can see all the original pieces of art in the music video as well. We had them like all decked out.
Doing the live shots. Yeah, doing the live shots.
I'm gonna have to go back and look for that now. I think everyone's gonna have to go back and watch a video, give it some more views. You know what I'm saying?
Hell yeah.
And were there any cool moments from behind the scenes of filming that you want to share? What was it like filming the process?
Hey.
Oh, squirrel.
It's like when that dog gets that voice box. Squirrel. We shot it in this cool house, like in some like canyon in LA. It was like a really cool location. It's like really small house.
Mm-hmm.
You wouldn't be able to tell, but it's like full of all of our gear and all the equipment and all the crew and everything. So it was like real
The house
cramped.
is actually haunted too. Actually haunted. House. Haunted house was actually. You keep going.
Haunted. I don't know.
I feel like I cannot speak unless it's pointing towards me.
Okay, so we're just gonna keep it pointed towards you now.
Okay.
No, and you're saying that this was a haunted house, and this reminds me that something about the band that's so interesting is that you really are loving all things creepy. That's something so special about you guys. So what has been your scariest or weirdest moment that's happened on a tour? Or maybe not on a tour. I don't know if you have a better story. Creepy.
Well, I've had a few ghost encounters where I see like old women's faces in like the window and like stuff just weird stuff growing up, yeah, or like objects like moving or like floating and cool stuff like that. But
what objects were floating and how?
Silverware, a spoon.
It's weird.
Yeah. Anyway, that was a long time ago, but no, I mean, we've had some cool ghost encounters on even the Brian Stars tour in Atlanta. Our favorite venue called the Masquerade. Yeah. It's a haunted spot. It's known for that. It's a beautiful building. It's like a flashback into time when you're in there. Like, you can
get a 200-year-old textile mill. It's awesome.
You can feel the history behind it when you walk in there. But anyway, we were in there with Brian Stars, and we actually got it on. We got it on camera. Yeah, and it's in our Ghost Hunters vlog. But we were like calling out the ghosts and the spirits, and they like responded, so it was really cool. So
Manny also had an encounter there too while he was taking a shower.
Yeah, something straight up just like turned off his shout, like
turned it shut.
And then they went in there to vlog about what had just happened, and the lights were just flickering, and the camera like was flickering, and it was intense.
Yeah, and you guys like that kind of stuff? Because I could never handle that.
We get a rush from it.
Yeah.
Yeah, we get a rush more than like we're like not necessarily scared. It's like a rush.
Right. Yeah. And you do work very closely with your artist Alister Dippner. Alister, look, you know what? You're rubbing off on me. Alister Dippner.
Yes.
Okay, I got it. And it seems like his artwork is always on the same page with you guys and your music. You know what I mean?
That was so unplanned. Like, that's how well we fit together from the very beginning. Like, we were never like, hey, dude, we need you to like do this or do that. We're like, here's the song, and if he had already started the piece of artwork, he'd be like, I don't even know how you guys did this, but this is like exactly what I'm already painting.
Whoa.
So we're just kind of like connected. Yeah, we're connected in a really cool way.
Yeah, is that how your creative process always goes, or is this sort of?
It happens.
Do you collaborate at all, or how does it
happens
go?
way more often than you would think, and it always surprises us. And every time it happens, we go, Ghost Town.
Perfect.
Yeah.
That's really awesome. And you are on tour with Issues right now. This is the last night of the tour, though. So what are your plans for after this? What's coming up?
Oh gosh.
Yeah, tomorrow morning we fly to the UK for one show with this band called 1OK Rock.
Yes.
We got one show in London and then fly back home for the holidays. So that's the plans directly after this tour.
Yeah, tomorrow, right?
Tomorrow.
We leave tomorrow morning, I think.
Yeah. And what about 2015? What else is coming up in the new year?
Oh, yeah.
Anything you can share?
So we're going to be playing a few shows in Japan with 1OK Rock at the end of January. They're a really great band. You guys should check them out. And then right when we come home, we start the Black Veil Brides and Memphis Mayfire tour, which will be really rad. It's going to be a really great tour for us. So yeah, 2015 is looking good already.
Up from here.
Yeah.
Perfect. Well, thank you guys so much for hanging out.
What are your plans for 2015? I would like to know.
More interviews on youtube.com/rockpapermagazine.
There you go. That works.
I saw that. All right. Well, thank you guys so much for hanging out, though.
Yeah.
Always awesome talking to you. Everybody watching, subscribe for more interviews. Check out Ghost Town. The after party's on iTunes, and I'll catch you later. Bye.
See ya.